So today we're gonna be reacting to cancel culture. The problem with cancel culture. Now, look, I know most of y'all already know what cancel culture is. If you don't, it's pretty much when someone, you know what I'm saying, does something from like the past or whatever, and people pretty much don't like it, and they want the person, whether it's a musician or whatever, they pretty much want the person to be done away with, like wiped away from existence. You know what I'm saying? And bro, this stuff got out of hand so much, bro. It's to the point you have to literally watch everything you say. And it's like, my thing is like this, bro. Unless someone does something like so bad, then okay, cool. But my thing is like, how in the world are you gonna cancel someone and then 1 week from now everybody just forgot everything? Like look at with thing with James Charles, bro. Like, he gets canceled, and then 1 week later, everybody all supporting him and everything. And it happens so much, bro. It's like, how are you going to cancel someone and then support them and just forget everything? What's the point of even canceling them, bro? And it's so dumb, man. But let's react to this video, man. See what this young lady got to say.
Cancel culture, I think, is complex. I mean, it's complex because humans are complex, and that's something we like to negate online. We should not undermine how quickly people can change their ideas. I know online it seems that people don't change their ideas because they are encouraged not to, but our ideas can change quite quickly. And so to cancel people for tweets that they made years ago, potentially even things that they said last week, I think it's just to lie to yourself.
Bro, that is exactly what happened to Kevin Hart, bro. They straight pulled something from like over a decade of this man tweet or something talking about like gay people, bro. That stuff was over. Like, how do you find that, bro? Like, imagine going and digging a person past like as far back as even a decade, bro. Like, do you have nothing else better to do? Like, bro, who does that stuff? Like, of course we all gonna say stuff that we shouldn't say. But like, if the person changed, especially now, and they're completely different, like how, like what do you gain for pulling a person past and dragging them for something they said when you probably said the same exact things, bro? Like, people, that's crazy, bro.
Yourself. It lacks a certain self-examination that I think is crucial. If everybody was to act as though they've never said something homophobic,
exactly.
Exactly. If you've grown up in a strongly religious family,
exactly,
I think you could be telling porkies. We talk so much about mental health and how important it is, and how we have to remember that mental health is just as important as physical health, and then to discard people at the first sign of something we dislike. The two don't marry very well to me. We undermine how easy it is for us to become the people that we dislike. With a different circumstance, a different upbringing, a different culture, how I could easily become a lot of the things that I dislike or find harmful. And it's because of my own propensity to become those things. I'm hesitant about labeling things evil. I'm hesitant not because I don't think people can be ill-intended. I think that would be naive. But I'm much more interested in the root causes as opposed to the symptoms. How do we get to this state where people think that, let's say, sex is an entitlement for them? People abuse power because we attribute it so easily to people.
Exactly.
We treat people with fame and money like they are inherently different.
Like they're on a higher level.
Music, I read a lot of writers, but my interest in them doesn't make them seem superior to me. It doesn't negate the fact that they could be harmful people in their private life.
We all equal, bro.
Stop treating talent like it's synonymous with character. I think we will be a lot less disappointed in entertainers and some of our favorite people. If you have committed a crime, a violent crime, a sexual crime, you should pay those consequences. I know a lot of people don't change, but I would never suggest that people can't change. They often do. I have. Many people I know have. And especially when you're met with the toughest adversity, I think that's a great mirror for change. I would say that it's easier to condemn people than ideas, because if we were to condemn ideas, we would see how those ideas have affected us at one point. We would see how those ideas are embedded in structures that we still defend. Oh, no one has a monopoly on toxic ideas. They kind of exist in all cultures. Changing your mind
We
does
all got
confirm that you are still thinking. If you can look back on yourself 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, or maybe even a year,
You're
and
so
slightly
different.
cringe, you know, without hating yourself, I
Exactly.
think we're moving in the right direction.
'Cause we're,
Part
bro,
of
so
the
much
beauty
change.
of living is that we get to change our minds, update our
Exactly.
beliefs, we challenge ourselves, confront ourselves, and hopefully that brings a further understanding of who we are and who we are in relation to other people, and how we are similar. So I think we should all be a little more humble, and we should always remember that just because something is popular, it doesn't make it good. There's a lot of things that are popular that are not good. There are a lot of things in history that have been popular that are not good. Sometimes popularity is just a measure of how much people aren't thinking. If your advocacy or activism is motivated by the fear of being cancelled, then you will adopt the popular belief. Mob culture is very terrifying. But I think if you are committed to trying to make the world a better place, or your community a better place, your society, your culture, you have to be prepared to think for yourself.
And face a lot of backlash.
Some of the most prolific activists and thinkers, you know, we're going to find chaos.
Exactly.
And that's not necessarily because they're hypocrites. I don't think so at all. I think it's because they're human. So mistakes are how we find ourselves. It's how we
That's
learn.
how we grow,
And I think
yes.
there's something on the internet that
Me, man, she's
encourages us
speaking
to see
facts.
the world as a fight between good and evil. And it's not that. We're a combination of it all. We should be a bit more forgiving on people's mistakes. We have to make mistakes. Life is trial and error. Awareness is understanding how much you don't know. And a lot of my beliefs and ideas are constantly being shattered, and I really welcome it. You know, I don't know about an objective truth, but at least if you're someone who's seeking a deeper understanding, you welcome being wrong. It's a pleasure to be wrong, because when you are wrong, you are closer to being right. Maybe the first sign of knowing anything is knowing you know nothing at all. Double down.
Alright, y'all, so that's it for the video, bro. This is such a beautiful video. Like, this video, man, bro. This video right here is just like, it's so precise in just how people should go about things. Like, I agree with everything she said, that we have to make mistakes. And I think people forget that we were once, you know what I'm saying, like the people that we, you know, hate or dislike. We were once like that. You know what I'm saying? We just don't come out the womb knowing everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a continuous growth. That's what life is about. It's about trial and error. And I think so many people forget that because of social media, you know, at least in my opinion, people look at social media and they just see the good things. They just see the positive things, and it changes their perspective about life, and they just forget about the time it takes to post that, or they forget about the bad side. You know what I'm saying? And I think if people would just understand, bro, it's okay we make mistakes. For me, I love, you know what I'm saying, constructive criticism. I love when people tell me, hey, you can do this better, because that helps me as a person. And I think a lot of people don't like constructive criticism. And it's just like, they just think they view it as hate. And it's like, bro, how you gonna view it as hate, bro? If every time someone says something that's not always positive, you just view it as hate, how are you gonna get better? How are you supposed to improve? You can't, bro. You can't improve if you know what I'm saying, take everything that's not positive as hate. You have to understand there's a difference between hate and constructive criticism. Hate is when you just literally tearing someone down, like you literally just throwing them down without anything uplifting. Constructive criticism is where you pretty much being open about the person, like, yeah, you did this wrong, but here's how you can be right. And that's the big difference. A lot of people, they miss that link, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video like I did, man, because this video, like I said, this video is like amazing. Catch y'all in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.